What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, back out in the African savannah, this time hunting wild kangaroo. And in this video today, I got a very important video. I got my boy Alberto Nunez. What he's going to be doing, he's going to be talking about quads, okay? Everybody cares about biceps, triceps, chest. But what about the lower body? You also got to build the lower body, and the quads, besides the glutes, are some of the biggest standout muscle groups. Let's just ignore calves when it comes to the lower body. In this video today, he's going to talk about something cool in terms of growing your quads. Now, this is very relevant for a lot of individuals out there that you can only squat so much. And I learned this recently for myself with my SI issues, that loading your spine so much, there's a limitation to how much you can squat. I still squat 4 to 5 times a week, but if you find that your quads are lagging, you might have to resort to some machines for assistance. Alberto is going to break it down. I'm going to let him go on. If you like this style of content, however, I want to say, make sure to like the damn video and comment below what you want to see the next area Alberto talks about. He's a very knowledgeable bodybuilder. He knows a whole lot. So just comment below. We always look at what you guys say, and then we make that video next. So you guys want the quads? You got the quads of the gods. You got it going on. And let him talk. But then post below, and we'll get the next one done.
Today we're going to go over quadriceps, and I know you guys are thinking we're going to do a leg press, a squat, and those are all fine movements. Actually, they're great movements. They're movements that I think we should base our quad routine around. However, what I'm going to go over today, much like the pull down, remember the pull down was just kind of something you walked by, we're going to go over this piece of equipment right here. And I think most gyms have that, and that's very important to me, that when I tell you guys or I share with you guys information, that it's something that's accessible to most. So the leg extension machine, it's not going to be the bread and butter movement of your quad focus work in the gym, but it's a great machine, and when used properly, it can be a great finisher. So where would I put this? I would actually categorize this as a movement that is more of a peak contraction type movement. So remember, we did the bicep where we were taking it to its full range of motion, and that's great, that's super complete. We move the bicep through its entire range of motion for the most part. But then there's other movements such as a preacher curl, right? Where it's kind of a peak contraction finisher movement, if you will. So this is exactly what this is. This is not something that I would do in the lower rep ranges. This is something that I would say for, I guess, the metabolic work, the metabolic fatigue, something over 10 reps. So let's get to it. How do we use this? You don't want it too low. You don't want it too high, because that's a very short lever. So right above your ankles is like one size fits most. If it bothers you there, kind of adjust it, but that should be okay. In terms of range of motion, this is where it will differ from person to person. Knees is one thing I have plenty of, so I can actually get to the point where I do break 90. Does that look like I'm breaking 90? Yeah, I'd say so. So I kind of stop it around here. I just slightly break 90. The magic in this movement is not the bottom, okay? But more so the top, the last part of the movement. This is not going to let me do it all the way. However, so the magic is in the top of the movement. What we want to do, much like you would with a preacher curl, a chest fly, you want to hold it at that peak contraction point. So on this movement, as you bring it up, not only do you want to hold it, but you almost want to try to lift up your leg off the pad. And what you're going to see is that some other muscles get a little bit of play. Your rectus femoris, which is that muscle in here that gives you that cut, the rectus femoris will pop out a little bit more. You will certainly feel it, and now it becomes a great finisher movement, if you will, and it shows some love to certain muscles in your quadriceps that might not see any from, or much from, a lot of the other movements. I love Omar, so I'm going to show a little leg. This is what it should look like. So this is how most people will end up. Their hips are like up here, so a lot of these flexor muscles don't get much play. That means that you're probably using too much weight. You want to keep your butt on the pad, but you want the bottom of your leg to lift up. Not exactly your knee, but the bottom of your leg to lift up. And Leanna, can you see that actually flexing a little bit more? All that fur.
Yeah.
See that? So this is no love, and then that's some love. So that's what it should feel like. To kind of make sure that you're not using more weight than you should, I suggest you keep it above 10 reps and that you hold it at the top. And to be honest, it's one of those movements that instead of perhaps chasing after a different plate, what you should do perhaps is just kind of commit to a certain weight for about 8 to 12 weeks, and then eventually you'll see that it just doesn't burn as much, it doesn't hurt as much, you don't feel as much localized pain in the muscle, and then at that point move up to the next increment. So again, not a bread and butter movement. This is not the only thing you should do, but it's a great movement that is often, I feel, overlooked, and when done properly, it's a great addition to any lower body day.
Well, that's all the time we have. I gotta get out of here. Maybe I will use that tip. I need some more quads and some more calves.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You know when you just stare and you realize your whole life's flashing before your eyes? Anyways, I'm gonna use that tip. Thank you so much to Alberto for making this video. Make sure to follow him. His links will be in the description. And again, you made it to the end of the video. If you liked the video, what are you waiting for? Like the damn video, and I'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace! You thought I was gonna eat it. The joke's on fucking you, and you, camera person.